Okay, so I'm gonna just keep up that thing that I've been doing where I record a video and then I post it like 7 years later. So by the time you consume this, it will have been December. But I'm recording back in November. It's the 1st of November right now. And TMI, I'm kind of staying at a homeless shelter right now. And not because I'm literally homeless. Maybe I am, but that's none of your fucking business. But I'm at a homeless shelter. I went outside because we can go outside now. They unlock the doors. We're free to go. Because it's one of those places where there's a curfew and like you're literally not allowed to leave. Otherwise you get kicked out after 10. I've been to other homeless shelters. I think this is like, I think all homeless shelters have their own little quirks. Obviously there's always flaws, but like this one, it feels very homely. It's very small. They bring food to you, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very homely. But once again, there's a lot of rules and restrictions and shit, and it's very small, so there's not much space to do anything really, you know what I mean? But anyways, I thought I would go for a walk, and then I suddenly thought to start recording this video, so here we are. I don't know. Actually, I lied. It might be January that this gets posted, because I think I've filled up the slot for December. I think I have a video every week. Well, there's multiple videos, but there's at least one video a week for December, so maybe this will be just January. I don't fucking know. But hopefully whenever this gets out, whenever you see this, whenever you watch this, it's useful to you in some way, you know? So it's a new day, it's a new month, it's a new dawn, and I don't know, I'm feeling indifferent. I don't know if that's the word. Like, I feel optimistic, I guess, but like there's also like an indifference of like, I'm here in this present moment, and this present moment isn't that great. Could be a lot worse, could be a lot better, you know what I mean? Like, I have a tiny bit of money, I have free will, I have my mind, I have my wits about me, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot to be grateful for, but also the food stamps thing is definitely something that is a concern for a lot of people. They're supposed to be reinstating that this month. I don't know, they called me yesterday about that, or 2 days ago, I don't know. And so maybe I'll be getting that, I'm not sure. I checked it this morning, I don't have anything right now, so I don't know. It doesn't matter. If I post this in January, then I guess I could say that as of now, as of November, I have been talking to Paul again. So that has been a thing. I remember back in one of the December videos, I was talking about how we split up, how it was like really emotional. It's like every time we split up, it's really emotional. And it's really annoying, honestly, because why am I feeling so many emotions about leaving somebody who I don't? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say it like that, but like, I don't know, because it just, because I feel like there's a natural instinct. Sorry about the background, by the way. I feel like there's a natural instinct to want to like downplay something that didn't work out. But like, I think I'm more mature than that. But at the same time, I'm also very psychic. And so I pick up on other people's energy. And I feel like there's also that he's feeling that. And it's like, if I have to leave you, I fucking hate you sort of energy. Maybe that's not true. Maybe that's not the truth. But one thing about it, I had a conversation with him yesterday. And I say conversation, it was more of an argument, whatever. One of the things about this person that I really don't love is how avoidant they are. And I told him this yesterday, we talked about it. He kind of admitted that he is avoidant. But like, what was I saying? I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. But like, focusing back on me, I guess. It's the 1st of November. I've been working on this Patreon post about sexuality and spirituality. And I don't know, this person is a very sexual person. Their Scorpio is very strong. I don't love it. But I haven't told him about this post. I'm thinking that I'll tell him about it once it's done. Because I do firmly believe in disruption energy. I do believe that if you tell the wrong people your plans before it's over, it will get affected. So I've been working on that. I've been working on shutting my fucking mouth, because I'm a fucking Gemini who likes to share, who likes to tell people things for whatever fucking reason. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on like sharing a lot less and being more cautious of sharing certain information with people. Like, I had 2 job interviews this past week, and also haven't gotten a call back about them, but I had 2 interviews, and I was very careful about telling people Like, I make it a habit whenever I do tell people something that's relatively big, I try to like cloak that thing in like protection or whatever, like visually, because I'm like, don't fucking ruin it with your fucking stupid thoughts, bitch. And maybe we could call it paranoia. I don't know. Also, somebody slept out here, I guess. God bless. I don't know. There's like there's that, I guess. I don't know. But, and then also for a second, because that, I feel like the energy of perspective is really strong, because when I was asking myself in my head, like when I started recording, I was like, what should I talk about? And I felt like the energy of perspective came through. And now I'm like getting to the energy of perspective because, you know, sure, I'm in a homeless shelter. Sure, I'm in a shitty situation. Sure, there's too many factors working against me. Sure. But I think the thing that keeps me grounded, the thing that kind of keeps me a little bit sane and a little bit optimistic, is that no matter how bad my situation is, there's always somebody else out there who has it worse. And I feel like a lot of people have a problem with this mindset, because it's like, oh, well, you shouldn't compare your life to others. And this is very true. But like, once again, I feel like when you're in the midst of, oh my goodness, why are you so loud? Oh my God, oh my God. When you're in the midst of a tough time, it can be really difficult to be able to look at other people and say like, hey, I'm not alone. I'm not the only one suffering. And then there's also people who are suffering 10 times worse, you know? And so it's like, yeah, it sucks, but also be thankful that it's not fucking worse, you know? That's the point of saying that. Why are all the big dog cars out today, this morning? Like, it's 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the, why is everybody so loud this morning? I almost forgot what I was about to say, but I remember, thankfully, I think a lot of people lack gratitude in their lives. I think a lot of people feel empty and shit because they don't take the time to appreciate what they have. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people in this capitalism society that we live in are constantly working towards a goal, constantly working towards something, without taking the time to stop and be like, hey, bitch, we're doing a lot. Like, the fact that we're even able to do all this is a beautiful thing, you know? Even if it doesn't go my way, the fact that I'm able to try is a beautiful thing, because there's people in the world who can't even try, or don't feel like they can try. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe you guys have to be so fucking loud. Anyways, I don't believe that I have the worst family in the world, but I definitely wish that we were a more cohesive team. I definitely wish that it felt more like a family, you know what I mean? But then as I say that, I recognize that there's people in the world who are literally so much worse off with their family. You know what I mean? Like, there's people who are literally, I mean, technically, without saying too much, I was homeless because of my family. And I say because, but I'm also taking accountability and recognizing that I chose to be homeless. But the choice came out of like feeling that there were no options, feeling like I was trapped. So that's kind of, you know, that's the double-edged sword about that. But like, you know what I mean? Like, there's people who are literally homeless because of their family, like who, you know what I mean? Like, I've met people in Indiana who were like literally homeless because of their family, because their family was just so difficult to work with, you know? And like, it doesn't necessarily make them a bad person or bad people or whatever, but it just is what it is. And I also think that's what stops people from being accountable for themselves, because it's like, I don't want to be seen as a bad person. I don't want to be looked at as a bad person. Well, you know what a bad person does? They double down and they don't admit that they're being a bad person. You know, like a good person wouldn't, how do I say this? Like, a good person wouldn't take the stance so harshly of like, I'm a good person, believe that I'm a good person. Like, a good person would understand, hey, sometimes good people do bad things and that's okay. But what makes you an even gooder person is admitting that, hey, I fucked up. This is not kosher. I should not have done that. And then they move on, you know? And like, I don't know, this probably won't reach anybody who actually needs the message. Maybe those, because I think about it sometimes, like some of the messages that I come across, sure, they get thousands of views, but I'm like, how many people are watching this that actually need the message, who are actually going to receive the message? You know what I mean? Like, because otherwise we're just confirming our own feelings about, also, that's what I was going to say earlier, because I was talking about truth, I think. I don't know. I was talking to Paul. I couldn't remember what I was about to say, what I was about to share, but yesterday I had a conversation with Paul, and we were talking, and at some point I was like, I don't look to confirm my own feelings. Like, I look for the truth. I look for whatever is truth. And if it hurts, if it stings, if it burns, that's it is what it is, bitch. But at least I have the fucking truth, you know? And like, why was I gonna mention that? I was saying something. I was getting to a point where that was necessary. I don't know, perspective and truth. I mean, because they're adjacent things. I don't know what I was about to say, but like, that's me. I'm a truth seeker. Like, I don't care about, like, I mean, obviously I do care about my feelings, but, you know, I'm not trying to confirm or deny my feelings. I'm just trying to find the truth and live with the truth, bitch. Like, and if the truth hurts, bitch, I guess Lizzo called it. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video here because I feel like I've said a whole lot of nothing. But I hope that this video was useful in some way, in some capacity, and I hope you remember that Jesus loves you, God loves you, and whatever you're going through is very temporary. Miracles happen all the fucking time, bro. Like, do you know that? Do you understand that? Like, just because you haven't experienced them doesn't mean they don't happen. You know, you just have to align yourself with that energy, you know? And so, thanks for watching. Have a nice one. Bye!